Hey guys, welcome back to the other side of the coin. Once again, so many things to talk about. Always there's just football news just flying left, right and centre all the time, which is great. Gives us, certain topics to talk about and explore at a wider length. First of all, Champions League draw is out and looks like we're going to be playing Barcelona and Napoli in the quarterfinals. Let's not kid ourselves, to be honest. Look, I don't think we have any chance at all. I think the Bayern Munich tie is absolutely over. It's just pretty much, just the norm to play them, I suppose. We've lost 3-0 in the first leg. I don't see us overturning that, to be honest. To score 4 unanswered goals, that's going to be unbelievably tough. Even with the new style and the structure that we're playing with now, I honestly can't see how we put 4 away on them without any being answered on us, especially with our defense and our keeper issues and whatnot. So, look, I'll be happy if we get some sort of a victory, but if we don't get through, it's completely understandable because we've screwed up so massively in the first leg. So yeah, that's why I haven't been too excited about the whole draw yesterday. But nonetheless, I mean, you never know. Football's a funny game, and we've seen some crazy comebacks. But if this happens, I think this will be one of the greatest comebacks of all time. We've seen some comebacks last season, but this will go down as a monumental comeback, especially in a transfer ban season for Frank Lampard in his first season as well. So, but yeah, let's not have our hopes up for this. Moving on to the next topic. Kurt Zouma. Apparently, there's some news that just come out. I don't know whether this is old news that's resurfacing now, or whether this is news, new news at the moment. But there's some words that's going around that he's the one that was meant to be sold, or he's the one that is looking to be sold. And I find this so strange because even before the 2 games that he's played recently against Watford and Palace, where he's looked phenomenal, especially against Palace, the last stitch tackle, which was fantastic. We've seen him do that plenty of times, and against Watford as well, how prolific he was. But even before this, he's been a very strong defender for us throughout this season. So I'm not one bit surprised that the level of performance he's coming up with. But I'm just surprised that he's the one that is touted to leave. Yes, I get it. He's been in the bench and whatnot, but I just found it very strange that he's the one that Chelsea was looking to sell, when clearly we could see all along that Andreas Christensen and Rudiger, especially Rudiger, how error-prone he is on a regular basis, and even Christensen, not really matching up against some of these, stronger physical teams. We've seen it far too many times. So hopefully this is old news and that we've changed our view on Zuma, because he is probably our best defender. Not probably, I think he is definitely our best defender, and probably the one who is close to or who has a chance of being world class. I don't think the other 3 that we have at the moment can or shown any qualities to be world class. They've just littered with a lot of flaws in them. So yeah, I'd be really surprised if Zuma is the one to go. Next up I want to talk about is the Willian contract situation. Willian honestly has been immense since the restart. His work rate has always been great. We all know that defensively he's been fantastic. But moving forward, he's banging in those penalties that Pulisic is getting. He's also linking up play nicely with Pulisic and Giroud and the midfield. He got 2 assists in the last game against Crystal Palace, which once again just shows how great he has been for us in this restart. One of the main players, to be honest. I think the biggest threat for us has been Pulisic, and after that I think it's Willian. I believe 4 goals, 3 assists so far since the restart. So I can understand why Frank is thinking about giving this particular player the contract extension, but Chelsea's repeatedly come out and said they can't give him the 3 years. He wants the 3 years. So I think this is a bit of a stalemate at the moment, that it may not go through. And honestly, I'm not going to be utterly sad about it. Yes, look, if he gets the extension, I can understand why he's getting it. He's at a fairly good season. I think statistically his best season this season. So, and plus with Jorginho now not playing, in terms of getting a vice captain, I can see why Frank might want him, because he would definitely be the vice captain straight away, and he would help integrate the new players, the young players, and maybe we can see him for another year until we let him go. But if he doesn't stay, look, I'm looking really forward to Said Benrahma. I've said it many times in this particular channel. He is, for me, the next big thing. He's absolutely lighting up Championship. I don't disregard Championship one bit. I think it's probably one of the stronger leagues out there outside of the top 5 big leagues in Europe. And he's been absolutely flaming it up over there in the last 2 seasons. And, for me, he would be the one to replace Willian. 1v1, dribbling, the ability to score, great decision-making in the final third. Yes, defensive work is something that I need to see whether he can, he can produce that. But for me, if Willian doesn't stay, and even if he does stay, I just hope that we can get someone like Benrahma and maybe we can loan him out for a particular, for one season and bring him back, because this is one we don't want to miss out. He's a fantastic, fantastic player. So moving on to the next topic, which is the whole thing about, our upcoming game against Sheffield. And as you know, I think, Kante is still injured. Kovacic, there's still some cloud around him, and Billy Gilmour, the last one, who's seems to be 3 to 4 months away with the injury. And really, really sad news about Billy Gilmour, who he's done pretty all right this season, and showing great signs that he is the future down the track. But a knee injury, and now it's a long term. I think he's going to have some sort of surgery, and it's a long term injury. And now all the talk is who plays the lone DM, which has been a bit of a funny conversation in social media. And look, undoubtedly it's going to be Jorginho, I think, who's going to play in that particular position. But it won't surprise me one bit, to be honest, if Frank opts to put a complete surprise package in there, let's say, I don't know, in the likes of Christensen or Reece James, who comes in, or even Barkley plays in that role. It would just put the whole fan base in absolute pandemonium to see Jorginho play. But I have complete faith that he will probably start there. And once again, this is another must-win game for us. We win this, and I think we are very much, we can say that top 4 is tied up nicely. This is an important match. Sheffield's pushing for the top 4 as well, or European spots. And, we need to win this. We screwed up the first time we played against them. We were 2-0 up and got them back into the game when we really shouldn't have. But hopefully we can get the points on them. And I'm expecting the same sort of the side, except obviously with, Jorginho playing in the DM role. So yeah, that's overall some of the news. And the last piece that I want to talk about is Hakim Ziyech. Some exciting news. He's apparently, reported that he's on the way to London. He's boarding the plane and he's coming into London. And we shall see him join the team very, very soon, which is great news. Since his signing, lots of excitement has been around Werner and now around Kai Havertz, which hopefully looks very, very imminent. And it's good to get some feeling back that we signed someone like Ziyech much earlier this season, and he's on the way back. So this is, it'll be great to see some, footage coming up very soon, hopefully in the training session where Ziyech is linking up with some of our boys. And it'll be really, really fantastic to see that. I think he's going to be a very, very important player for us next season, Hakim Ziyech. We can already see that, yes, at times, we play some really, really fantastic football, but at times there seems to lack a little bit of creativity up front. Even with our attacking aids with Mount and Barkley, there at times tends to look like there's lack of creativity, and I think this is something that Ziyech will 100% improve. He'll drop deep, he'll pick up the ball, and he'll spray passes left, right, and centre. He can even take shots from long range, and this will definitely solve our problems of playing from the back as well. I think he's someone who loves coming deep and picking up the ball. So yeah, that's a bit about everything that's going around in Chelsea. Let me know what your thoughts are on all of these topics that I've talked about, it'll be great to hear what your views are. If you like this particular video, smash the like button, guys. If you're here for the first time, as I said, very close to 1,000 subscribers, so please subscribe and hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Until next time, guys, see ya.